Alright guys, we're here. We finally got the 2021 Woolich tuned Yamaha R1 back after 3 months of waiting. Living Good did a great job. We got the full Akrapovic system on here, full titanium evolution Akrapovic system on here. This baby's pushing 194.6 horsepower to the rear wheel. About a 20 horsepower difference from stock. I rode my buddy's stock R1, same year, same color even, and this one definitely feels better. It's a lot smoother than the untuned variant, and he even has the same exact exhaust. His bike just isn't tuned, but you can definitely feel the smoothness in here, and this thing is a wheelie machine in first gear. The wheel wants to come up at 5,000 RPMs. It's some serious business. Over here we got the Danielle. I said the Danielle. Over here we got Danielle on the 2022 GSXR 1000R. It is not tuned. We do have the slip-on Akrapovic, the flush mounts, the big Showa gas piston forks, the Rizoma stealth mirrors, the undertail, and the Litech rear hugger. And we're just gonna go for a nice 4th of July ride today, guys. I think we're gonna go get her a Sena headset because the headphones weren't working too well. But we also, as you can see, got the radiator guards on both. So no oil cooler or radiator damage will be happening to these bikes. And yeah, let's hop on. Are you ready? How are you feeling? So you ready? All right, let's go. Yeah, actually, no. We're gonna go that way. Yeah, because I'm avoiding traffic. We're gonna go down nice, chill roads. So, and here we are. I'll be on the Woolich tuned Yamaha R1. If I didn't mention that before, this bike is Woolich tuned by Living Good Motorsports here in Lawrenceville, Georgia. She's suited up on the brand new GSXR 1000R, handling it like a boss. So we're gonna get going here in a second. We're back, baby. I'm just getting Danielle back into the bike life, so you know, obviously she's taking it extra easy on the big 1000cc back there, so I'm not going to be driving too fast today, at least right now in this segment, because I'm just trying to get Danielle reacclimated to now driving the bike on an actual road. So we're getting that done, and she's doing great so far. You know, she's not going beyond her limits, and you know, you got to respect it. Safety first. You know, I of course don't want anything happening to her. I just want us to enjoy the bike life together. So it's that simple. And that's what we're gonna do. She's doing great. A little warm out today. So I fixed the that lag in the shifter on the GSXR. Turned out to just be a quick shifter mode. The quick shifter has 2 modes. The first mode is the lag mode. I'm just going to dub mode 1 on the GSXR quick shifter mode the lag mode. You need to switch the quick shifter mode into mode 2. I can't say for certain that it won't lag, but from what I've experienced, it hasn't lagged yet. So It does shift a lot quicker. If you look in the manual, it will say that, you know, mode 2 on the quick shifter is kind of like the race mode, so it's going to shift faster, which to me sounds like no lag. So but yeah, this bike is awesome. The Woolich Tune R1 that I'm on right now. You can probably hear it burbling and popping. Sounds amazing with this Akrapovic. It's really a nice level of loud too. It's not too loud, but it's a nice sound. So I really like the way it sounds when it decelerates. It just burbles and pops so nicely. We're gonna have to go get her a Cena headset, but we're gonna go through a nice cruise on the back roads first, since we both got a good bit of gas, and like I said, just want her to get reacclimated to the bike and get acclimated to that bike specifically. But yeah, I am so glad I got this bike tuned and exhaust. I mean, the Yamaha R1 with the Woolich tune and the exhaust is just phenomenal. I really appreciate everything Brian at Living Good has done, and he did an excellent job. As you all may know, Woolich Racing, I believe, is stationed out of Australia, so there were some complications with the software and some glitching, and then to be able to communicate with people in Australia to fix the bugs and stuff took a little while, but nonetheless we got there. However, we didn't get to raise my rev limiter, so it's still limited at 14.2, I believe, on the rev range. We could have raised that to, I think, 14.5 or 15 and squeezed out maybe a couple horsepower, but Woolich has not fixed that software issue yet. So when the time comes, I might do it, but honestly I might not, because obviously I think the bike will last longer if I'm not revving it out that high. Which, you know, more often than not I don't. Make sure she gets over here safely. Look at that beautiful Gixxer 1 Thou Wow. Here she comes. But yeah, I highly suggest the Woolich tune for you R1 guys. I believe they tune Suzuki's as well, and maybe some others that I'm unaware of, like Kawasaki or Honda. But man, it is just amazing on this Yamaha. It's just so smooth. The power delivery and the way the front wheel picks up in first gear. It comes up. For instance, little wheelie action there. Just a little pop. See if we can do another one here. We'll do a small one. Little small wheelie there. And that's just barely cracking the throttle in first gear at like 6,000. that baby's coming up. So, pretty darn cool. And it is fast too. It can be hard to feel that additional 20 horsepower when comparing stock, but I'm sure if we were racing side by side and the body weight of the rider was the same, this Woolich tuned R1 would pull. And I know I haven't uploaded in like a month, guys. It's been kind of a hard month for me. Not to bring down the episode or anything, but I did have a very dear friend of mine pass away, and it's just been hard for me. And you know, sometimes you just need a break. So dealing with that, and you know, we're gonna move forward, and you know, God rest his soul, man. He was a good dude, and you know, he'll always have a place in my heart. So all that matters is, you know, he lived a good life and he was good to people. So, you know, I respect him, and I appreciate him and his existence for the time that I knew him. But yeah, moving on, just wanted to let you guys know why, you know, I've been MIA. You know, it's hard to stay consistent with the YouTube stuff. I got summoned for jury duty too, so that sucks. And it's actually my birthday month, so July always seems to be one of the rainiest months in Georgia. And you know, I had to deal with a friend passing. I got jury duty coming up, plus it's always raining. So, and you know, I gotta fit in my birthday sometime this month. We'll see about that one though. She's holding up good over here. Look at her go. We're just taking our time on a little back road cruise here, guys. Just enjoying the day of independence of our country, the way it was supposed to be enjoyed on a motorcycle. And maybe a muscle car later. You know, you never know. But yeah, and thinking about moving soon. We'll see. Been getting involved in some neighborly sign wars lately, but matter of fact, at the beginning of this video, I just decided to take all mine down, dude. I'm not even gonna keep going with them in this petty sign war. You know, it was funny though, I can't lie, but I think I proved my point, and there's no point in keeping it up. One little speed over there. She'll catch up. Just had to show you guys real quick. And that was probably only 70%. I didn't max it out. I short shifted and I didn't crack the throttle wide open. So pretty good. The burbles. Look at her go. And we're gonna go on my favorite Backroads course here, of course. That's 2 courses. On the 2-course meal right now. But we lucked out with the rain today a little bit, at least for now. We are due some rain this evening around 7 o'clock. So I figured we had to get out. I was getting to the point, if she wasn't going to start riding that bike, I was going to have to sell it. No point in having it if she's not going to ride it, so I kind of guilted her into riding it today with me. Even though I got to go grandma slow, I'm glad that she's out here with me. See, look, it's nice and clear. No cars, no traffic, it's just me and her just cruising at a safe speed. Doesn't feel very hot either. The wind, the breeze is pretty nice. So it looks like she's having a good time now that we're back here, kind of alone, away from the cars. As she gets used to the bike. I would love to put my buddy Al on that Gixxer 1000 and have him race me on this Woolich tuned R1. That would be funny to watch, because I know this Woolich R1 is gonna blow that Gixxer away, bud. For sure. I mean, the Gixxer's fast and all, but it's a Woolich tuned R1, baby. You gotta understand, there's levels. I almost think this might be able to play with a Ninja H2, just because of the weight difference. I mean, a Ninja H2 is going to weigh an additional 100 pounds. Yeah, it's got an additional, probably 30 wheel horsepower, but it's got that additional 100 pounds too. So I'm actually curious how this would fare. It may not beat it, but it may. I won't know till I find out one day. So maybe we'll find out one day. But this bike is just running so good. We're at 194 degrees on the temperature gauge. Just cruising. I got a new windscreen on my R1, so I kind of had to change the placement of the 360 cam. And just put it on the front cowl down there. But it should get me a decent shot. Warn her about that gravel right there. Oh, listen to that exhaust, dude. It's intoxicating. No traffic, plus green light. We are clear. These are some of my favorite corners here. We're not going to get too crazy with it, though. Make sure she comes around the corner. Uh-oh, there she comes. She's just going slow. Bike life, baby. She's doing great. I'm so proud of her. She stalled it one time when we were leaving, but she's got it. Building her confidence back up slowly. Need to get her an airbag vest too. She's got a striker vest on right now. but she's doing good. As long as she doesn't crash, that's what matters. I don't care how slow she goes. Just don't get hurt on the bike. The bike's covered. The bike's got full coverage, so, you know, just don't get hurt. So we're taking our time here. Just having a nice cruise, you know. I'll gas it up every once in a while when I see an opportunity. I just don't want to leave her too far in the dust. Sharp, sharp, sharp. I think I just invented a signal there. I did like a left arm bicep flex to try to signal that we had a very sharp corner ahead. I think she got it. I guess I'll try to stay close to the center here. She's scared of cars, so she can take the right side of the lane. Probably feels a little safer for her on the right side of the lane. Ooh, it's probably too low of an RPM to quick shift down, but I did it anyway. Beautiful day. Let's hit that wheelie again, though. That's so fun. That front end just lifts up like a frickin' plane taking off. But yeah, guys, missed you guys. It's good to be back. Gonna have to do some Corvette uploads, some new Mustang GT uploads. We went and got a engine cover and a what is it? A Mach 1 strut tower brace for the Mustang GT, and we had a little minor exhaust problem. We just needed to fix some of the brackets under there. Our right side exhaust was hanging, and yeah, man, thing's still a beast. Had a big pile of rocks there I had to make sure I warned her about. The Corvette's doing great. Trying not to drive it much. I'm trying to treat it more like a glass of champagne now. It does have a little over 7,000 miles on it now. And it just, you know, the gas mileage on the Corvette and the Mustang are just abysmal. At least when you put the C8 in V8 mode, which I often do now, to avoid cylinder deactivation, because it's kind of bad for the longevity of the motor. You know, it can create hot spots in the motor and warp the block if you're constantly using the cylinder deactivation mode. So it's kind of a trade-off, you know. You will get 30 mpg with the cylinder deactivation, but you know, it's going to be at the cost of the longevity of your motor running good. So I just decided, you know, I'm just going to drive it a little bit less so I can keep it longer. you know, instead of burning 13 miles per gallon in that thing. I've got other modes of transportation, of course, like the bikes and like some economy cars, so, you know, I'm just going to treat the Corvette and the Mustang more like a weekend, maybe glass of champagne, you know. Maybe drive it once a week for a little bit and not all the time. I had to get that excitement out, though, you know, that the 7,000 miles is that new car excitement, you know. You just, when you get a car like that and it's new to you, you just want to drive it all the time. And it's hard not to, but now I have a large financial motivation to not drive it so much, just due to the high gas prices and the trade-off of the cylinder deactivation messing up my motor. So that's where we're at with the C8 right now. The Mustang as well. I think the Mustang actually sucks down more gas than the Corvette, because the Mustang is tuned with the long tube headers and such, so that Mustang probably only gets about, you know, 8 miles to the gallon. But we got the bikes. So the bikes are probably the fastest vehicles that I own, and they get great gas mileage. So that's what's great about having these, because it's kind of like you're on a supercar, but it's a super bike. And then, you know, you're getting 30 mpg, and you can go faster than anything else on the road pretty much. So I always wonder how long I'll be riding these. I'm gonna say forever. I saw a video of a 70-year-old still riding a BMW S1000RR. He was 70 and he daily drove it. So that to me gave me a lot of hope. You know, just take care of yourself and your body. Drink a lot of water, exercise, eat good, keep a healthy mind, and, you know, maybe one day you can be 70 years old riding a BMW S1000RR. You never know. America, baby. This road's a little bumpy, so I gotta make sure she doesn't hit any of these potholes. At least she's lightweight. I'm like an additional 100 pounds. What's funny is if she actually got really good at riding, she would probably frickin' smoke me, dude. Because she weighs at least 120 pounds less than I do. Oh yeah, it's nice and cool back here though. Under the shade of the Georgia forest. Oh no, oh no. Ooh, I thought she was about to drop it. Jesus. It's like, please don't drop it. And here's the river that we're one day gonna come stop at. We always say that, but we never do. That's not a privately owned river, dude. That's got to be public. I don't think she's given it enough gas on takeoff. Granted, it is in C mode. I put it in C mode for her and level 5 traction control, so maybe that's got something to do with it. We're gonna go down Gum Creek. Wheelie time. I think I'm going uphill, so it's going to be harder. Wait till it flattens out here. Oh yeah. And it's just gorgeous out here, y'all. It's like a private racetrack just for us. Even though we're not racing, but it's great that it's private. We can just cruise and don't have to worry about much. It's a nice smooth road. Oh God, that's scary. That first gear pull is just atrocious once it passes 7,000 to 8,000 RPMs. The front wheel just starts lifting faster and faster. So you gotta be careful when you're doing that power wheelie crap. It's fun though. Just don't loop it, because I have looped a bike before. It wasn't fun. I broke both my wrists and my bike was totaled. So, don't do it. Hard learned lesson there. It was a long time ago though. That must have been a long time ago. It's so fast. I mean, I just put a quarter-mile distance on her in a fraction of a couple of seconds, dude. And it's really hard to even ring this thing all the way out as it is, because it's just, you're going so fast after the end of one complete gear that it's like you don't want to go any faster. It's like, okay, slow down there, doggy. But yeah, that Gixxer is a phenomenal bike too. Should probably get it tuned. I'm thinking about it. I might actually. Just because I think it would get done a lot quicker than this Woolich got done on the Yami. So it would probably be like a day turnaround time rather than a couple months, you know. And it's already got the pipe on it. I mean, I guess I could change the whole thing. That's what I might do, honestly. If I'm going to do a tune, I want to change the headers and all that too. I don't want to just leave the slip on. Because the headers in that Gixxer, from what Brian at Living Good was telling me, they got some kind of servos in the headers, and that's what makes all those vibrations when you ring the Gixxer out. to the top rev range, it makes this really vibration-y kind of noise. Turns out that's perfectly normal for those bikes that have the stock exhaust on it, because they got some kind of servos in there that in the headers that, you know, make that vibration-y sound or whatever it is. So I was concerned there for a second when I first, you know, was able to ring that bike out. It was making that noise, and I was like, dude, that doesn't sound healthy. But it's perfectly normal. You just gotta change the exhaust out and get it tuned if you want that sound to go away. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. What should I put on there? Yoshi? Thinking a Yoshi pipe. I do really like these Akrapovics though. So I'll have to look around and see what works best for the Gixxer. But yeah, I absolutely love this bike, guys. Don't think I'll ever get rid of it. It's just too good. I've always wanted an R1 too when I was young. I love the R1s. I love the Yamahas in general. I just think they make a really good product. Definitely a preference over all the other big three. Kawasaki, Honda, and Suzuki. I'm Yamaha all day. I do like Suzuki and Kawasaki and Honda, but I feel like I like all those pretty much equally. I don't favor one or the other over Honda, Kawasaki, or Suzuki. I kind of just like them all the same. Yamaha, however, there's something about them that speaks to me a little more. So, I wonder how she's feeling. She might be getting tired. She hasn't ridden in a long time, so we'll probably pull over at the next gas station, see how she feels, see if she wants to get some water. I'm pretty sure there's one up here. Somewhere. Let me look to the right or the left and see. I think it's to the right. Is it? Yeah. See how she's feeling. She might be cramping up or something, so I just want to check. How you feeling? You need a break? Are you okay? Are you tired? What? Give me something. Thumbs up, thumbs down. You want water? Here, turn the bike off. What are you doing? Turn the bike off. There you go. Alright, we're back. Was gonna end the video, but who knows, maybe we'll keep it going. Just had a nice lunch. We're gonna head over to Cycle Gear. I need to get her a Cena. She's been doing great. It's just a little hotter. Ooh, yeah, it is hot. Feels like 100. I should have put on some sunscreen. Yeah. Doesn't feel so bad once you start going, but my arms do feel like they are in a tanning bed right now. I've thoroughly explained the quick shifter to her, so I think she's got it now. She's realized and accepted that it is easier to just use the quick shifter than clutching in every upshift and downshift, so she's getting accustomed to that still. And yeah, beautiful 4th of July day. I thought we were going to get rained out. Glad we didn't. I added another mod to the GSXR 1000 that I think I had and I haven't talked about yet. Let me clarify, the GSXR 1000R. There's a company called Lightech, Lightech, and they make a rear hugger for that bike, and it seamlessly connects to the swing arm through the breather holes in the swing arm. So really clean install. It is kind of a pain though to do that install. Took me a little bit, but I got it. They just got these little mounting pieces that you gotta kind of get in the breather holes with a rubber mallet. At least that's what I used. And once you get them in there, they want to spin around, and it's supposed to expand. They got these little things that are supposed to expand so it stops spinning and keeps a solid mount on the rear of the swing arm so you can attach the hugger. The problem is the things that are supposed to expand wants to keep spinning in the swing arm, and there's not really a good way to stop it from spinning. But what I had to do was take a flathead screwdriver and hold it as hard as I could basically onto the swing arm, and then use my other hand to expand it by turning the screw, and that eventually worked. But they didn't mention any of that in the instructions, is the frustrating part. I kind of had to just MacGyver it a little bit. My girl's out here putting guys to shame, handling the 1000cc R variant GSXR. I think we passed a couple dudes on like 250s. Not to hate on them or anything, but there is just something about it that's funny, just a little bit. Probably more of a money thing. So I'm sure, you know, if you know, maybe they had the extra funds to buy a big 1000cc, they probably would. But you know, they wanted to ride and they had to get what they can get, and that was probably the 250, which is fine. You know, I'm not hating. It's just funny when like my little black girlfriend pulls up on this massive 1000cc Super Sport next to a dude on a 250. I think it makes them feel some type of way for sure. But it's like, sorry, I guess. Ah, yes. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. She's to speed up before she gets stuck at a light. Got the popo out. Ooh, baby. Got a little little festival going on here. Must have just started setting that up. So I didn't see that crap the other day. Ooh-wee. Gotta crack that windshield. It is getting hot. Listen to those burbles though, bud. That never gets old. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to be moving soon. We're going to try to move north. We'll probably move out of where we're at, and we'll rent a place for about a year up north until I sell my house, and then we'll find a house in the northern region. Want a bigger house, want a nicer house. My house is okay right now, but the commute for Danielle is kind of far, and we just like the North Georgia area much more. Schools are better too for my kids, so we're gonna make an active effort to get out that way without selling my prized possessions like the C8 and the bikes and the Mustang. But we'll get there. We're thinking we'll be moved into the rental property somewhere in North Georgia probably by the end of the year. And then I'm going to do a couple small renovations to the house, like upstairs carpet. I'm going to go ahead and replace that. Probably repaint upstairs and change some of the light fixtures, and just some other small little details. And I think I'll get a nice chunk of change for that house. It's in pretty good shape, and I've took pretty good care of it, and landscaped the backyard pretty good, put up a nice fence. So we'll see what happens. My house did gain about $140,000 of value within the past 2 years. Granted, that's going to be negated by the next house that I buy, because whatever next house I buy has also increased near the same percentage of value, I'm sure. So there's that. I've considered renting out the house that I'm currently in and eventually buying another house, but not sure if that's the way to go. There's a lot of potential trouble involved with that. Might just be easier just to sell it, wash your hands of it, and then just make one last move, the last move for my entire life. The next house I buy, I want that to be the permanent house, So we're gonna try and make that happen. Without getting rid of the C8. I can't do it, man. I love that car. I don't drive it much now, but it's just nice having it in the garage. Just go hang out with it every once in a while, Just go sit in the seat every once in a while. Yeah. It's got to be 100 degrees out here, man. The bike ambient temperature is reading 118. Obviously, that's not accurate, but that means it's got to be at least 100 out here. Should have went to Sam's and got gas. I forgot about it. Just trying to get the cycle gear. It's just so damn hot. Nice having a riding buddy though, even though she's slow. At least I got a bud. I like riding with Al, but he's almost too fast sometimes. I have a healthy fear of crashing. I don't think my buddy Al has that same fear. He just kind of blocks it out and goes for it. Like, I'll go for it sometimes, but only if I know like 100% that it's clear of traffic and cars and stuff, you know? He'll just fucking goose it around a subdivision two-way street corner. And this guy's 48. So he's a good, what is that? 14 years older than me. I thought that was pretty funny. Cool dude though. We like Al. Alright guys, it's just gonna be a little quick update today. We got the two beauties out. It's hot as crap, and she's fresh back on the 1000cc. Well, fresh back on a Gixxer, really. This is her first 1000cc, so. But thank you guys for watching New School Classics. We'll be sure to update you guys again real soon, probably with the Corvette, and probably some rides with my guy Al. He's an excellent rider, and we'll do some Mustang stuff. And you know, as always, I'm going to try my best to stay consistent. So life happens, and I'm doing my best. So I really thank you guys for watching my stuff and supporting me and the channel. And y'all stay safe out there.